You're just getting bigger, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. I'll use these fingers to push him right there. And these, my fingers on his neck. Drive him around a little circle. And then just have him in this little, I can't even get my arms around him now. I think he grew already in 2 weeks. Good boy. Good. That's it. That's it. Good boy. Gosh. So we just work on a little bit of leading, huh?
Do you think they'll care if, this is off subject, the fly catching things that smell like dead?
Dead fly.
It attracts the flies.
Yeah.
You get a Tractor Supply and you put liquid in it, it's got something in it.
Yeah.
And do you think that smell?
It's a nasty smell, but they can get used to it.
Okay.
They can have those.
Alright.
Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Good. You're fine. I'm going to tickle this till you lift your foot. That's it. And then we'll scratch you on the chest. Yeah. Lift your foot. That's it. Lift. Lift. Good. There we go. Lift. Good boy. Go over here. Lift. Good. Lift. Good. Lift. I don't let you touch my feet. Huh? Lift. Good. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
This little stud colt, he's 2.5 months old, and he was never imprinted. She was not able to touch him at all, and I'm sure there were attempts made, but she couldn't get near him. So even though it's late, I'm trying to do a few things that you do when you imprint. He hates his head being touched, and he's got to get over. I'm trying to put my finger in his mouth. If he has to wear a bit someday, we don't want him fighting and running a person over or to be dewormed. He's got to get used to that, so it's a lot easier doing it when they first hit the ground, but you can do these things later. But you know, you can get hurt a lot easier. Bloody nose, a hoof. So when he's feisty here, people might not like what I do to straighten him out, pushing the hindquarters, pinching him, and kind of saying, hey, you can't crowd into me. Even at this age, when they start crowding, I have to reprimand them just like a horse would. They would bite them. You know, so we do things as humans a little different than horses do, but I mean, he can't get away with shoving and shouldering, and again, he's very cute at this age, but it's not cute when nobody will go near him, or he gets aggressive because he's been allowed to get rough with a human or threaten a human. So in the long run, it's a lot kinder to the animal to set up boundaries and give them rules. Foals aren't easy.
Get my hand under this tail.
He's going to raise his tail. If he needs to have his temperature taken, it would be nice if we could get in there and do it without getting kicked, or without him clamping down and resisting. So that's why I'm doing it, to get him to accept being touched everywhere. Two weeks prior to this, he was never touched, just able to run in and out with his mother and not be led or touched anywhere on his body. Here he's tied with the clip. It's a rope that would pull right through if you got in trouble.
Try and exit over there.
You could use a block or tie ring. Very important not to have a rope that's going to get stuck in there. So if he were to pull back, it'll slide a little bit. He had many breaks. Just to regroup or get a suckle from his mom. Horses aren't born given a pressure at their halter, and many of them can flip over backwards if they get pulled. So I pinch and redirect the hip and the neck instead of trying to hold him by his halter rope to where he's not halter broke yet. We're just working on it. He could flip over backwards and hurt himself, and I know a lot of foals do, and I can prevent that by directing them a different way, and it can happen, but like if you pull back here, timing's everything, and the release before he would flip over. If you release at the wrong moment, you could help him flip over, so you don't want to do that. I haven't done that, luckily. Here his owner's, just able to lead him inside. He still wants to crowd a bit, but, this is just the total beginning of the
Just go
halter
left?
breaking
Just look
process.
left. Yep.
You walk faster than me, Eli.